Alpha is 15 sessions. So it's 10 sessions plus a weekend, but it's designed for people outside of the church. So it's, typically people who would not call themselves Christians, people are exploring faith. And that's why it's grown so rapidly around the world. And over 20 million people have done it. And that mainly people, atheists, agnostics, people who are searching. The marriage course, again, attracts a lot of people outside of the church. But it's just, and the way it fits with Alpha is a lot of people do the marriage course, and then maybe that's their first experience of anything Christian. And at the end of the course, the leads recommend doing Alpha. And for us, if you have a married couple doing Alpha, typically our guests are aged between 18 and 35. Most of them are single. But if you had a married couple doing the course, they would often go on and do the marriage course. But the marriage course is for everyone. You don't have to your marriage doesn't have to be in trouble. In fact, Pippa and I did the marriage course during lockdown. So we haven't been able to do it before in full because it's a Monday night and you go to a venue. But once it went online, we could do it. And they've just produced these brilliant new videos. It's absolutely fantastic course. And it's a way for anybody, and anybody would get something. And we've been married nearly 43 years, but we benefited from every session.
I got to ask you a private question here. I mean, what can you give us something that enriched yours and Peppa's marriage? I mean, what was?
It's the conversations, because every session, it raises issues, how do you so that there's a session on communication, so you can, and then the exercise where you go and you have to talk about how you can improve communication. There's one on in-laws and in relationships with you have amazing conversations that about stuff. Just a wonderful evening to be able to sit down and watch Nicky and Scylla, who are just absolutely brilliant presenters, and then there are lots of couples talking about their marriages, and it's funny. It's really funny. It's got great humor to it. It's really interesting and it's really informative. And there's no marriage that can't be improved.
If you enjoyed this conversation from the Transforming Discipleship podcast, listen to the full episode at SmallGroups.com/podcast.